Long ago, in a kingdom hidden beyond enchanted forests, there lived a beautiful young girl named Rapunzel. Locked away in a tall tower by a jealous sorceress, she spent her days gazing out the window, dreaming of a life beyond the stone walls. Every evening, she watched the sun disappear behind the mountains and wondered if someone, somewhere, was thinking about her. One lonely night, as moonlight filled her room, Rapunzel sighed. Rapunzel, will I ever know what true love feels like? Little did she know, fate was already weaving a magical story. The next morning, Rapunzel found something unusual on her windowsill. A golden envelope sealed with a silver rose. Her heart raced as she carefully opened it. Inside was a handwritten letter. Unknown writer, to the girl with hair like sunlight. Though we have never met, I see your tower every day from the forest. I wonder if your heart feels as lonely as mine. If you ever wish to know me, leave a flower on your window tonight. Your secret friend. Rapunzel read the letter again and again. For the first time in years, she smiled. That evening, Rapunzel picked her most beautiful rose and placed it on the window. Then she waited. Hours passed. Suddenly, she noticed a small light moving through the forest. Someone had seen her answer. Rapunzel, who are you? The wind carried no reply, but deep inside she felt hope. Days turned into weeks. Every morning a new letter arrived. Every night Rapunzel wrote back. They shared dreams, fears, and secrets. Rapunzel's letter, I dream of walking through the forest. I dream of freedom. Most of all, I dream of meeting you, the mysterious writer replied. Secret friend, I dream of seeing your smile. One day, I promise, we will meet. Without ever seeing his face, Rapunzel began falling in love. One stormy evening, the sorceress found a letter hidden beneath Rapunzel's pillow. Her eyes burned with anger. Sorceress, someone dares contact you. You belong in this tower. She gathered every letter and threw them into the fireplace. Rapunzel cried. Rapunzel, no! Please! The flames consumed months of precious memories. But one letter remained hidden. The very first one. Meanwhile, the mysterious writer stood beneath the tower. He was none other than a young prince from a neighboring kingdom. For months, he had watched the tower from afar. Not because of Rapunzel's beauty, but because of her kindness. He had seen her sing to birds and help injured animals. He loved her heart before he ever knew her face. Determined to save her, the prince approached the tower at midnight. Prince, Rapunzel! She rushed to the window. For the first time, they saw each other. The prince held up the first letter. Prince, I kept your words close to my heart. Tears filled Rapunzel's eyes. Rapunzel, you were real. The prince climbed the tower using her golden hair. At last, they met face to face. The sorceress appeared in a burst of dark smoke. Sorceress, she will never leave. Dark magic filled the room. The prince stepped forward. But Rapunzel did something unexpected. She held up the first love letter. The letter began glowing. Every kind word, every hopeful dream, every promise of love filled the tower with light. The darkness faded. The sorceress's power vanished. True love had broken the curse. For the first time in her life, Rapunzel stepped outside the tower. She felt the grass beneath her feet. She felt the warm sunshine on her face. And beside her stood the prince who had changed her life with a single letter. Together, they walked toward a new future. Months later, the kingdom celebrated a grand wedding. People came from every corner of the land. The prince smiled as Rapunzel showed him the letter that started everything. Though the paper had faded with time, the words remained precious. Because sometimes a single letter can change a destiny. And so Rapunzel and her prince lived happily ever after, proving that true love always finds its way. Some people search their entire lives for true love. Rapunzel found hers in a simple letter, written from the heart. And that letter became the beginning of a beautiful forever.